With Tennessee legislative news, Insure Tennessee won't become a reality for thousands of Tennesseans. The proposal was defeated by a Senate committee, and Governor Haslam says he's disappointed that 280,000 people won't get coverage now.
We made a decision today, but we didn't do anything to answer the problem. And the problem is that there are hundreds of thousands of Tennesseans who need health care.
The Senate Health and Welfare Committee voted 7-4 to end discussion of the plan. Haslam spent nearly 2 years negotiating the special deal for Tennessee, which included market-based elements like vouchers to buy private insurance and copays. But opponents objected to adding to the federal debt. In fact, the legislature is in recess until Monday, when Governor Haslam will deliver his State of the State address. Now, there's been a lot of reaction. Lawmakers started talking right after this decision, some even tweeting their opinions. Representative Jim Cooper had some harsh words. He tweeted in response to the no vote, "Tennesseans will die and hospitals will close as a result of a cruel state legislature. Rarely in state history have we seen such a devastating lack of leadership." And in a statement on Facebook, Lieutenant Governor Ron Ramsey wrote that the governor's hard work has been made clear, but that certain lawmakers could not in good conscience put our stamp of approval on a mere verbal agreement with the Obama administration. There's going to be more fallout today, I'm sure, Steve, and we'll continue to follow that.
You are right about that, Amy. Thank you. A major drug bust for officers uncovering 40 pounds of medical-grade marijuana. Take a look at this picture. Wow. Talk about carrying stuff around in the back of the SUV. Officers say the pot is high-quality stuff made from some dispensaries out in California where they make the medical marijuana. It was discovered by officers with the Drug Task Force after they made the stop along I-40 East in Dixon earlier this week. Officers arrested 2 California residents, Blair Lee and Reese Francesco Vigilante. Those 2 are now charged with possession with intent to distribute. An arrest has finally been made 6 months after a shooting behind a school. Nasia and Darvin allegedly arranged to meet a couple of people on Lishi Avenue to buy pot back in September. The trio then allegedly robbed 2 victims and shot 1 man in the arm. Darvin's facing 2 counts of aggravated robbery, being held on a $100,000 bond.
Happening now, the search is on for a group of men suspected of a shooting a man as he was just walking his dog in Antioch. Let's go straight to Cuthbert Langley at the South Precinct this morning. And Cuthbert, this guy just was out walking his dog and just really stumbled upon this crime being committed?
He did, Amy. That's what police are telling me this morning. The guy was walking his dog and saw a group of men kind of acting suspiciously, and turns out they were actually, according to police, trying to try car handles or door handles rather on cars, trying to see if they were unlocked, obviously to break into those cars. The 4 men got scared. They hopped in their getaway car, and one of the suspects there, according to police, pulled out a gun and fired multiple shots at this guy walking his dog. He ended up having to duck just to avoid those bullets. One ended up grazing him. But let's take a look at the scene. This is at the Mission at Hickory Highlands Apartments last night around midnight. Police say as soon as the shooting happened, the guys sped off, and they have not been seen since. The victim was rushed to an area hospital, but he's expected to be okay. In fact, he was alert, talking with police, walking through with them what happened this morning. But police say they really don't have much to go off of at this point. It was a dark time during the day, obviously, so all police say is that they know it's 4 men who left in a white sedan with dark tinted windows. So if you know anything about this that could help police try to catch these guys, get them off the streets, as always, call Crime Stoppers at 74-CRIME. Reporting live at the South Precinct this morning, I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
Cuthbert, thank you. A mom has been charged with her 2-month-old's death nearly 1 year later. Brittany Weiss was indicted on felony murder, aggravated child neglect, and aggravated child abuse charges. Police say last April her baby was found dead and extremely malnourished. The 21-year-old is now pregnant again with another child and behind bars in Rutherford County. Apparently, a drunk man in Kentucky says he bit his girlfriend's lip off because she attacked him in his sleep. That's according to the Kentucky New Era. Moses White has been charged with second-degree assault and second-degree disorderly conduct. His girlfriend was taken to the hospital and later transferred to Vanderbilt. White's bond has been set at $1,000. And a former sheriff's deputy is behind bars, convicted of raping a woman who was out on parole. The Kentucky New Era reports Brandon Hawkins used to work as a part-time jailer in Christian County and went to trial over an alleged consensual relationship with a former inmate. A jury found Hawkins guilty of numerous rape charges and one count of official misconduct. And their reasoning was that the woman wasn't in a position to give consent because Hawkins was in a position of power over her.
You need to be on the lookout for a dangerous criminal. The FBI says that Robert Clark is wanted in Ohio for a double murder. There's his picture, the mugshot there on the left. Investigators say he is connected to the deaths of an elderly couple along with several armed robberies. He may be traveling with 2 other people heading to Tennessee. He's considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, call 1-800-CALL-FBI.